Academic IELTS reading part 3 is the toughest part for students. Why this part is toughest? Because there is one type of questions there, and that question type is called matching, where they give you list of researchers, scientists, and you have to match them with their statements. Now let me tell you, for this question type, questions and the passage, they are not in order, but there is another thing which is in order, which I'm going to tell you in this video, right? And we are going to solve 5 questions, and we are going to see for these 5 questions who said what and where that specific piece of information is, how to locate the statements in the passage. This is what we are going to learn. So no hollow tips, practical example. I'm going to demonstrate these 5 questions. You're going to solve them with me, comment your answer, and by the end I will ask you how many answers are correct. So let's get started. Wow, that is the third passage, and it's a real dinosaur here. Okay, don't worry, it'll be fine. I'm with you. We will do it all together. The title of the passage is Motivational Factors and the Hospitality Industry. What is hospitality industry? That is hotels, restaurants, and all that. So what motivates the staff of hotels, restaurants, and all that stuff? This is the passage, and luckily the passage is not labeled ABCD, so it means we will have all type A questions. So first we've got questions 27 to 31, and this question type is very common in academic as well as in general training IELTS, and that is matching. Match each statement with the correct researcher. List of researchers is given here, and we have to match the researchers with their statements. Let me tell you, for this question type, questions and answers are not in order, but the list of researchers, that is in order. For example, we have professor here. So when you start in the first you will find professor. Then we have Lucas. So as you go on, you will find Lucas. So this is in order. That's right. So, whether it is interesting or boring, life after IELTS is always interesting. So, if IELTS is boring, it doesn't matter, because what comes after, that is interesting. Imagine you are in your destination country, so it will not be boring there. Okay. Right. Then we've got Marudas et al. We just need to read their statements. Then we have NG and Sorensen. They are here. After that, we've got Ins and Sigua. Ins and Sigua. Okay, Ins and Sigua. Yeah, Ins and Sigua is here. So these are the locations where we will find our answer. And Deary is there. Deary is in the last paragraph. Okay, Deary. Right? Now you can use one letter twice, and these are the statements, and we need to see where do we have these statements. Now what you need to do, read the question and then scan where there are the things like that, and scan close to the places where we have already marked the names of people. Hotel managers need to know what would encourage good staff to remain. Who said that? Hotel managers need to know what would encourage good staff to remain. Good staff to remain means staff retention. Manager should know. Now look for the word manager, retention, and all that. Manager, retention, and all that. All right, I can see the word retention here and the word manager here. Simple. This implies that it is beneficial for hotel managers to understand what practices are most favorable to increase employee satisfaction and retention, said by Ins Sigua. Now, Ins and Sigua, please tell me, A to F, what is the right answer? Come on, everybody. Ins and Sigua. Okay, correct answer is option E, right? Ins and Sigua is E for elephant. So we write E here as the right answer. Next, the actions of managers may make staff feel they shouldn't move to a different employee. Now, actions of manager make staff feel that they shouldn't move to a different employer. Shouldn't move to a different employer means they should not change their job. So if actions of the manager, they make the staff feel that they should not go to another job or leave this job, so we need to see who said that. And again, we are going to look around where we found the options, right? So manager, okay, actions of managers and all that. So we go ahead. NG and Sorensen is here. Lucas is here. All right, so we need to check that, right? Here we are. They use the word manager here. It's this paragraph. So anyways, let's just read on. They say, okay, providing support to employees gives them the confidence to perform their jobs better and the motivation to stay with the organization. Now, stay with the organization means they should not change their job. They should not move to a different employer. Actions of managers, actually some part is missing. They've mentioned when managers provide recognition to employees. When managers provide recognition to employees, motivate employees to work together and remove obstacles. This is missing here. But anyways, this is here. To stay with the organization. Staying with the organization means they shouldn't move to a different employee. NG and Sorensen. Now, please tell me, NG and Sorensen, which option? In actual exam, this will never happen. Okay, NG and Sorensen is option D. So we are going to write D here. Done in the hospitality industry to help workers improve their skills. Now, helping workers improve their skills, that is what we call HR. This is their responsibility. And they say little is done. So helping workers improve their skills and little is done, we need to look for HRM, because HR department improves the skills of workers. And they say little is done. So we've got HR here. Now they say, despite this recognition of the importance of employee development, the hospitality industry has historically been dominated by underdeveloped HR practices. So underdeveloped means little is done. And this is said by Lucas, right? Underdeveloped HR practices and said by Lucas. So where is Lucas? Lucas is option what? A, B, C, D, E, F. Well done. Correct answer for this is option B. So we will write B here. Let me tell you, you are dealing with advanced level English. So gradually it will be fine. If you do not understand everything at first, don't worry. Give it a second try, third try, you will be fine. Next, staff are less likely to change jobs if cooperation is encouraged. So if there is cooperation, then staff will not leave the job, right? So let's see, we already read a little part of it. If cooperation is encouraged, staff is less likely to leave the job. Now let's see, where do they talk about this encouraged and all that. Staff are less likely to change jobs if cooperation is encouraged. So for that they say, yeah, the same paragraph, but I'm telling you it's not written. I'm going to read it for you. NG and Sorensen demonstrated that when managers provide recognition to employees, motivate employees to work together. Now, when managers motivate employees to work together, right, and remove obstacles, right, so then they stay with the company. So staff are less likely to change job if cooperation is encouraged. For cooperation, they use the word work together, and that is by NG and Sorensen. I'm sharing the handout with you and you'll be fine. So NG and Sorensen is option D. Now let's go on. Dissatisfaction with pay is not the only reason why hospitality workers change job. Dissatisfaction with pay is not the only reason. It means there are other reasons as well. And you remember in one paragraph we read the reasons. It's just here. Among many cited reasons, low compensation is pay. And it is not the only reason. Why? Because we have inadequate benefits, poor working conditions, and compromised employee morale. So this is said by Marudas et al. Okay, and Marudas et al. Is option what? That is option C. Well done. Marudas et al. Is option C. So we are going to write C here. And this is how we answered all the questions. Welcome back, guys. Okay, have you noticed now? 5 questions, and there are 6 scientists. 2 scientists did not say anything, right? Now you're clear. So out of 5, in the first go, how many answers were correct? 5. Good. 4, 3, all right, that's good. But now at least you understand how to scan the passage, and questions and the passage, they are not in order, but options and the passage, they are in order. And by the way, I solved this test on my computer delivered IELTS software. If you want to get that software, you can contact us and we'll give you the subscription for 75 days at a very economical price, right? All the best, guys. I also teach IELTS online all over the world, and in campus in Lahore, Pakistan, we offer IELTS test booking service. We offer study visa consultancy. Then we have 2 books on IELTS, one on IELTS writing and one on IELTS speaking, right? I myself teach IELTS online and all in campus. So you can always join me and I can be your pilot in your journey to IELTS. Okay, thank you so much. All the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.